When I woke up yesterday, I felt absolutely disgusting. I'm talking greasy, dusty, crusty, musty. I just did not like how my nails were looking and how it made me feel. So I decided to have a little self-care day. I cleaned my room, I made my bed, cleaned up the bathroom, did some laundry, made a juice. When I have a clean space, I feel so much better, and I feel like a clean space equals a clean mind. I needed to get rid of my dry hands, so I ordered this hand mask from Amazon. It's by Aveeno and it has prebiotic oats and shea butter, and it says that it'll help to repair extra dry and problem skin, which unfortunately is me right now. So I'm gonna let this work its magic and leave it on for 10 minutes. So I decided to go with this spring nail design that I found on Pinterest. It is a colorful French tip. I'm going to be using the polishes by Beetles, Koopa Top Coat, McCart Peel It Off Base Coat, Paloma Perfect Match for the base color, Beetles Cuticle Oil, a nail stamper to help with the French tip, cuticle remover and a metal cuticle pusher, nail file, a liner brush, Q-tips, nail polish remover or acetone, and cotton balls, gel extensions, and I'm using the gel extensions by EC Gel Like, I think it's called, on Amazon, and I got them in extra short almond. Now I'm just going to add the cuticle remover to all 10 of my fingers, and I'm going to rub that in and make sure it covers all of my fingers. Then I'm going to grab the metal cuticle pusher and slowly push back all of my cuticles. I don't like to cut off the cuticles because I heard that's not good for you. I'm not really sure, so I just stick with the metal cuticle pusher and push the cuticles back. Then I'm going to wipe away all the excess and make sure my nails are clean and free of any of the cuticle remover to get started with the nail prep. Then I'm going to grab my nail files to clean up some of the edges of my nails. I will be using press-ons, but this is just to make sure that my nails are clean underneath and you don't see any like raggedy edges. And right before I'm about to add the polish, I like to use acetone or a nail polish remover to clean up my nails to make sure that the sticky tabs or glue will stick correctly. I like to reuse my gel extensions. So to do that, I do use sticky tabs to add the nails on, and I also use a peel-off base. I normally use the UNT peel-off base from Amazon, but I decided to try a new one, and this one is by McCart. This is a gel peel-off base coat. So after I add the peel-off base to each nail, I cure it for 60 seconds, and it's ready to go for the nail polish. Now I'm going to add all of these sticky tabs to my fingers. This is how I am able to reuse all of my gel extensions. So now I'm going to remove all of the extensions from the nail stand. I cured it for 60 seconds, but it was really sticky after. I'm not sure if I was supposed to use alcohol, but I didn't really like that compared to the UNT base. It dries super quickly and it's not sticky at all. But this one, after curing, it was still sticky. Alright, so now I get started with the design. I am starting with Paloma for the base coat. And this is my favorite base coat to use when I'm doing a French tip design. So I'm just going to swipe that on about 3 to 4 times. And I'm going to do that on each finger. And make sure to not have a lot of polish on the brush because you don't want to flood the cuticle. And you also want to make sure you don't get gel polish on your skin or you could develop an allergy. Of the Paloma, I'm going to go in with the matte coat by Beetles, and this is just to help get rid of that sticky layer just in case I mess up when I'm doing the French tips. And after I add the matte base coat, after I add the matte top coat, I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds and then I can start doing the French tips. So I am not the best at French tips. I've tried it so many times. I keep practicing and practicing. I've tried so many hacks, but I cannot get it right. So I'm using this nail stamper that I got from, I think I got it from Amazon, might be Temu. But I'm going to use this nail stamp to help with my French tips. And I'm going to slowly kind of place my nail on the edge of that stamper just to keep it steady because for whatever reason, I have super shaky hands. And then after I'm done, I'm just going to wipe the nail stamper off on a paper towel. And sometimes when I'm doing this method with the nail stamper, the polish will get underneath the nail, and that's what we don't want. Then I'm going to go in with the next color, and it's the same steps for each color, each nail. Just going to add the polish on top of the stamper, stick the nail in, rotate from left to right, and clean up any polish on the skin. A cotton ball that I added acetone to and wipe up any gel that I got left on the skin. Now I am not finished. I know these nails do not look good at all. I told y'all French tips are not the easiest thing for me to do, but I'm going to clean up the nails and then I'm going to go in with my liner brush and touch them up. And I'm using this, I'm not sure if it's a size or anything, but I'm using this liner brush that I got from Beetles, and I'm just going to go in and make the, I guess the smile lines is what it's called. I'm going to touch up the smile lines and make them a little bit longer. This was kind of hard for me to do on camera, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of it, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. That to all of my nails and the entire hand, because if you look close, my hands were super dry even after using the mask, so I don't know what's up with that. Then after I just polished that onto my hands, I'm going to rub it in, make sure I get all the cracks and crevices. And then I'm also going to go in with this body butter that I picked up from Trader Joe's. I think it's a dupe for the viral TikTok body butter. This one has coconut oil, shea butter, and vitamin E. So I'm just going to take a scoop of that and rub it into my hands. Get my hands feeling all soft and moisturized. Not like how they were in the beginning of this video. And that is the final look. Tell me what you think about these nails. I did find this off of Pinterest. Let me know if you want to see any other Pinterest looks, any other spring looks. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.